Well, hello, everybody. Guess what? It's raining again. It is raining again, so I figured I'd just come up here for an hour or so and visit with some folks, maybe that I can't normally see because we're doing it at 5 p.m. Wednesdays Eastern Standard Time. So just seeing who we can talk to. There may or may not be anybody out there, but we're going to do it anyway. So it's a Monday morning here on the East Coast of Virginia, and it is doing its normal rain. It'll stop for a day, then rain again, and all that kind of stuff. So, but to tell you the truth, we're not far off from having the warm weather come on. It's not long at all. Usually by April we start getting some hot weather, and then by May we're deep in the heat, and it won't knock off until October, sometimes in November. But I've got the Bent Wedge Stanley Brand. Good to see you. All right, man. Facebook user, good to see you. I don't know who you are because they don't tell us on that side of the line. But anyway, been outside cutting a bunch of kindling. The fruit trees might have to deal with some freezing temperatures here and over the tonight, maybe tomorrow night, definitely tomorrow night. So we're gonna have to probably cover them up with some bags and whatnot, and then start some little fires down at the bottom. Bud Files, good to see you. All right, man. Let's see here. Let's put this little code up here that if anybody wants to come up, they can. And we got that right here. Chef, how you doing, man? Good to see you. All right, man. It's like I said, it's raining here again. Every other day it rains, I mean it's raining so hard that going outside just not something that can be done. Um, and I dropped a video earlier this morning about my preparations to help keep the all these fruit trees from freezing tomorrow night, Wednesday night. Yeah. So after we do our normal live on Wednesday night, that'll end at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard. I'll be outside, doing some uh, fighting the frost battle. Yeah, the frost giant and all that kind of stuff. So anybody wants to come up, just come on up hit that link. If not, then I'm gonna talk to you for about an hour, see who I can't hit, and with our normal times, it's everybody's. A lot of people say that we're still at work or we're going to bed or what like that. And I guess when you live on a marble, it's always spinning. It's just the way things are. So let's see, we got Bent Wedge, Standard Brand, Bud File, Chefs in here. Got 6 people in here, so I don't know who all will hit, but I spent a good chunk of the morning trying to catch up on all these videos that everybody's putting up. And Chef, I saw your little one do that video, and that was awesome. It really was. It was cool. Yeah, it's really wonderful to see the younger generation get out there and do some stuff and all that. And before you know it, she'll be ready to do her own channel and all that kind of stuff. And that's awesome. It really is. All right, so Chef, it's probably goodness, it's quite early. It's what 7 o'clock something, 6, 7. Not really sure. I guess it's what 2 or 3 hours in your area. So Facebook user, give me a hint as to who you are. All right, Bud Files, how's your morning going? That Wedge Stanley Brand, how's everything going for you? All right, here we go. Got a bunch of people jumped up in here all of a sudden. All right, Adventures of Becca, MK Ultra Hiking and Gear Review. Good to see you. Pallet Fortress. All right, man. Was just watching one of your videos yesterday, man. Really nice, awesome. I love it. All right, yeah. And like I said, just all you do type word camping in the little comment section there. In the night bottle, drop your channel links, and makes it easier for everybody to navigate to find that new friend. So, oh sure, Chef. I mean, so Becca, I was just saw your comment a little while ago about the fruit trees, and let's see, you're getting ready to kind of fight the frost battle too. Well, that's awesome. Yeah, hit that. Thank you so much, man. Like I said, I'm gonna be up here about 1 hour because I am stuck in the house today, not doing a whole lot. The cooking duties have passed to me, so around 11ish or so, I will start cooking the meal of the day. So when my lovely wife gets home, she'll have something to eat. It's only fair. I mean, it beats being out there on the street doing work. So Battle Fortress, you guys have an awesome channel. I really enjoy it, man. It's just awesome. It really is. I'm glad you came up on the little live here. That's great. And anybody wants to come up, let me pop that little link again there, and just click on it and come on up. And if we have audio issues, we will work through it. So, anybody got any big videos, big plans? Yeah. Oh yeah, I don't mind cooking. I really don't. And all these years that I was at work, and I'd come home and she'd have this really nice meal prepared, and now she's the one that's still at work, and here I am retired. I mean, that's I'm not a 4-star chef or anything by any imagination, but I believe I could probably put some potatoes in the oven, or take put something in a crock pot. Shirley, good to see you. Just doing our best. Awesome. Beverly, good to see you. All right. Anybody wants to come on up? Come on up. Yeah, that's right, Beck. Yeah, sure. You understand. It's cool. But I'll tell you what. After, like I said, 40 years in uniforms, the lifestyle I have now is no big deal. It's awesome. It's awesome. No more carrying mail. No more USMC. No more. No more of that. So my biggest problem now is getting stung by a bee or something like that, or mosquitoes, or getting too cold or too hot. But we can fix that. But just going in the house. So if doing dinner and other stuff like that is my way of life now, that's cool. Yeah, that's cool. All right. So like I said, type the word camping up in the little comment section, and it'll drop your link. And so let's see here. Shirley, what's up?
Good morning, good morning, good
How,
morning, everybody.
yeah, how are you?
I am good. How are you this morning, Dave?
I'm doing good. It's raining again, but
Same here, same here. It
yeah,
rained all night.
all night. Yep.
Yeah.
But
And it's supposed to get down cold here, too. So,
yeah. For the
mhm.
last 4 or 5 days, I've been chopping up little bits of wood, and I got
I
three or
saw
four.
that.
Yeah. So if the frost comes tomorrow night, we'll be up underneath those trees with a little low and slow fires and everything, trying to keep the little fruit blooms from freezing.
Right. Yeah, thanks for that idea. I think I'm going to try that too with my Asian pears.
We used to do that when I was real young. Grandpa had some apple trees, and they had
Mm-hmm.
gotten so big trying to cover them up was impossible. So he would just set up a little brick thing, and light this low, small fire, and we'd sit out there all night long with a grate with some hot chocolate on it, and just keep that fire going. And then in the morning time, everything would be frosted white, but that circle around the tree was just as bare. So,
Oh,
yeah, so it
yeah. I
worked.
want to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm going to try that. What's that? It would be neat to go live too while you were doing that, right?
Right. I'm either going to go live or just do a video. I don't know.
Uh huh.
Yeah, because I'm trying not to disturb too many people, because because the property line is like right against where all the trees are at. So I'm trying to.
Oh, I see. I see.
Yeah, but I'm gonna. It'll either be a live or just a plain video. One of the two.
Mm-hmm.
So,
That
Bubblehead,
sounds good.
probably the Beagle. Let's see who else has come up in here. Boxcar Jerry. All right. Hey, I got that.
Jerry.
I got those flashlights. They're awesome. My wife said, "Can I have one?" Sure. So yeah.
Well, that's good. I'm glad they came
Oh
in handy for you.
yeah, absolutely. So what you got
Hey,
planned for the
Krabby. Well, I was thinking because I've never. We have a 1.5 acre pond.
day?
We have never fished it.
Oh,
Well, actually, we did fish it once, but we didn't know anything about pond fishing. We
right.
fished back home in salt water, so we were
Gotcha.
using mackerel and squid trying to catch fish.
Yeah.
I
We're
know, and all we caught was a turtle.
right.
And then we had my husband had one of his coworkers come over, and he fished it with this long worm-looking thing.
Yeah.
And we were like, "What the heck are you going to catch with that?" And man, he came out with some huge bass.
Yeah.
So I was, so we were thinking today,
Uh,
we'll probably go get some crawfish
yeah.
and throw in the pond
Uh-huh.
for the bass to feed on.
Okay. That's
Yeah, and
neat.
I'm gonna wanted to shoot a video on that.
That'll be really cool, man. Are you gonna do a live or
Right.
just a video?
No, I'm just gonna do it as a video,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
and then put it out for. I got into Willet Rose. Um, how do you say it? I was drafted into his team.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, him and Robert at Homestead Aquarius. So they got two teams going. So I
Yeah.
made it onto Willet Rose team. So I'm gonna shoot that
Okay.
video for it.
This ought to be
Mm-hmm.
interesting. It really ought to. But
Right.
yeah. Like I said, that it's been some years since I've had to do the fire trick around fruit trees, but like I said, we wake up. Granddad would be like, "Okay, you need to spend a little bit of time chopping wood and have a nice big old
Mm-hmm.
pile, not big stuff, just little stuff, and
Uh huh.
yeah, and then we'd set up the grate right near the fire where we could put the old massive
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Uh huh.
And like I say, you wake
Well.
up in the morning and or not wake up, but when the sun came up, you could see a very distinct circle around a tree where nothing froze, but
Mhm.
everything beyond it was like that crinkle frost. What do they call that?
Right.
Hoar frost, I think it's called, something like that. So when you get that kind of frost where you walk across grass and it's going crunch, crunch, crunch.
Right,
Yeah,
right, right. Yeah, I
yeah,
see. So you build little fires around the tree
yeah.
or just one side? Or
Little tiny ones. I'm gonna do it like about every 8 or 9 feet in a
uh-huh.
because I've got let me think now 14 trees that I need to cover.
Hmm.
So it'll be like a fire about every 8 or 9 feet in a kind of little circle, little fishhook looking thing, and I'm gonna try to see if I can't raise the temperature of about say about 40 feet long by 10
Hmm.
feet wide. So we'll see.
Yeah, I think I should do that too.
Yeah.
We had 3 dump trucks of red oak delivered.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh. So we still got a long ways to go and chopping all that wood up. Ooh, that's a lot of work.
It
And my
is.
husband,
It
yes,
really is. But
my
I keep
husband
telling
works
myself,
13 hours.
yeah, I spent all those years in uniforms and stuff, and now the stuff I do now, I mean, to me, it's almost like I'm on constant vacation. You know, every day is
Uh-huh.
Saturday. We're gonna do what? Chop wood. Okay. All right. Oh, by the way, you're cooking dinner tonight. Okay, I got it. I got it.
Sounds good. Sounds
Real
good.
good, man.
Uh-huh.
Open air outdoors. See, frontier fishing with Ryan. Who else is in here?
Ventures of Becca? Bika?
Yeah, Becca. She I think she's going to do some fruit tree action too. She's going to start some fires or do some
Oh, cool, cool,
covering the
cool.
bags and stuff. And like I said, type the word camping in the comment section, and it'll make it easier for anybody that you don't know to find
Hmm.
you. So, and we got like 11 or 12 people in here, so that's pretty good for a pop on Monday, what I call a rainy day pop up, and you know.
Hmm.
We'll stay up here about, like I said, till right around 11. Then I'll scout on down the road and head on out into the kitchen and do some stuff and whatnot.
Okay, okay.
But
So, um, Dave, I wanted to ask you, what trees need that
anything
fire?
anything that has progressed to the bloom stage, okay. If
Okay,
it's
so
still closed,
blueberries.
anything really
Okay, okay.
that progressed where the flower has opened,
Has opened. Uh huh.
okay, because those little things that come out. I don't know what they call them,
Uh huh.
pistils, or if they freeze, they'll get that brown color and they'll just fall right off, and
Oh, okay, okay.
you'll lose whatever whole crop you've got. It'll be, but if it's still closed, you can't tell there's leaves or anything or flower. It'll
Right.
be fine. But if
It'll
it,
be fine.
yeah, if
Well, my Asian pears have opened already, and the blueberries and figs.
mhm. Right
Hmm.
now,
So,
for me, it's nectarines, plums, peaches, and let's see here. I think maybe the blueberries are opening, but up here we're probably a good bit cooler than you are up
Oh
there.
yes, yes.
So
Hmm.
let's see, the apples are still closed, the pears are closed, the cherries are closed, the apricots are still closed. Um, so, but
Hmm.
the thumb rule was is growing up, Granddad and them said if it has progressed to opening up,
Hmm.
then it's subject to frost or severe cold damage. The big orchards, you know
I
how
got,
they do it? The
I
really
got
big,
trees.
huh?
Uh huh. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go
These,
ahead.
these really big orchards, you know how they do it? They spray water in the air once the temperature goes freezing, and they actually freeze the trees with the blooms on it. I know.
Really?
I can't understand that either, but they say that when the bloom is encased in clear ice water, that the tree sends a pulse of heat energy to it and saves the tree. I don't know. I'm going to stick with the fires in the cover and stuff. Yeah,
My problem is I got trees all over the place. I'm gonna have to set my whole yard on fire.
well, the whole yard on fire. Yeah, it'd be like,
Oh,
whew, it smelled like somebody took trying to take over Mississippi, right?
yeah. I probably won't be able to save every tree, but wow,
Yeah, yeah.
and they're all scattered too.
Yeah, well,
Mm-mm-mm.
I'm lucky in that mine is kind of designed where it just runs down a line and then it makes like a fish hook,
Mm-hmm.
coming back. Because the eventual aim was to make like a big circle of trees, and
Mm-hmm.
then as they got more mature, you could sit right in the center of it and almost have like a food forest.
Right, right, right. That's good.
Yeah,
Oop, mine's just scattered all over. We
all over
have
the
20. Yeah, we got 20 acres, and they're just all over the
well,
place. So I won't be able to save every one of
save
them.
everything. Yeah, probably just the ones that are near and dear to your heart, or
Yep,
yeah,
at least the ones close to the house.
they. Well, that's one thing about it is that I normally I tried to do this last year, but I was still at work, so I didn't really I wasn't too successful at it because I couldn't maintain the temperatures. But what I did was I would go outside with my iPhone and sit there and watch as the temperatures got near the 32 mark. And
Mhm.
luckily, it didn't really occur until like 2 a.m. So really, what you need to do is just like once the temperatures get right at that freezing mark, that's when you light them. You know.
Mhm. Yeah, I think ours is they're calling for like 1 o'clock in the morning here.
Right. Yeah. I think they're saying here 3 a.m. to about 6 a.m. it'll be below freezing. So
Mm-mm-mm.
but you
Oh,
never know. I mean, the more technology they get, the it's just I don't know how many times I would be a letter carrier, and they would
mhm.
sit there and say it's going to storm, and it would storm like crazy up on one side of the route, but down here where I was, all you could hear was thunder and lightning. You know,
Right. Mhm.
and then the carrier that would be next up, he'd come back down there and say not a word. He'd be like drowned.
He'd be drenched in
Yeah.
water. Huh? Right.
For me,
Yeah.
I'd still be just sweating from the heat. And he'd be like, oh, man, but you know,
Right. Right. So Becca says that she's gonna save her figs, but the apples may be okay. So, uh, Becca, uh, I probably wouldn't have to do that with my apple trees, would I? I mean, they're saying it's going to get down to 34 here in the morning.
hmm. Well,
I'm still, we're still learning about the weather, the weather patterns here. Because
sure,
where we came from, we only have 2 seasons, and that's wet and dry.
right, and warm and mega hot,
Uh-huh.
right?
Right. Uh-huh. So, we're still learning things on the
Yeah,
winter side, for example. Uh-huh.
yeah. Well, one thing about Virginia, and I've been here for a long time now, is if they say it's going to be 34, be prepared for 31.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
because it's just. I mean, this is crazy because if you look at where I live, you got my address. You can actually punch it up on Google, and you'll see
Uh,
where I am. The Atlantic Ocean is behind me by about 5 miles this way. The Hampton Roads Harbor is right here by 2 or 3 miles, and the
Mm-hmm.
4 Mile wide James River is right over here on the other side. So I'm almost totally surrounded by ocean
The
and water.
water. Mm-hmm.
So
Uh-huh.
the weather is never going to match what we call mainland Virginia. It's always going to be
Okay.
slightly different. And
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you could go to the upper part of the city up there where you get off the peninsula. During the summertime, it would be like 101. Where down here it'd be 92. You know,
Right.
right? I mean, this is.
Mm-mm.
And the same way with the temperature. When I did that video on the fruit trees that dropped this morning, um, it was like 55 that when I filmed it, and just across the water it was like 40. So it was
Really?
a 15-degree drop between where I was at and where the
Right over the water.
right
Mm-hmm.
over the water. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but
Wow.
I don't know. I don't know.
Good morning,
Hey,
Rebecca.
Rebecca, how are you? I really don't know how. We used to protect apple trees when we were back when Granddad's was still alive,
Mm-hmm.
but like I said, he just always used to tell me that if it has opened up, the bloom has opened up,
Uh-huh.
then you need to be prepared to try to cover it, warm it up, something.
Mm-hmm. See, even the fruits back home are different from here. I mean, we had crab apples that grew back home,
Yeah,
and star apples. Now these are like apples shaped like stars.
yeah, yeah. I think I've seen
Uh
those in
huh.
grocery stores. Yeah,
Yeah, and the plants back home are different from here,
right.
and even the cherries back home that we grow is way different from here. It's
Oh
not.
yeah,
It doesn't have the pit in the middle and all
right.
that, but those are things that can't grow here, so we have to adapt and learn how to grow things from here.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I watch a channel called Pete Canaris, Green Growing. And he goes all over the world,
Hmm.
looking at what they call food forests, and that's where I got the idea from some years back. And he goes down to Costa Rica and Mexico, and then back up to the U.S. And you're right. It's just the difference between the even the where you're at now compared to where I am is radically different. And
Oh, really?
then you cross up, out of Virginia here, you hit Maryland and Pennsylvania and on into Canada. Um,
Hmm.
I mean, they're not even thinking about growing anything right now. It's still, you know, like hard winter
Right.
up there. Hot mess fishing. Good to see you. All right.
Hi, hot mess.
Yeah.
So, our pine trees back home, I was in total shock when I came here. When I first came here,
Uh
I've never seen pine cones so huge.
huh.
Uh huh. And back home, the pine cones we have are just teeny tiny,
Right.
but the pine needles are long. But here, it's just the opposite. The pine needles here are short, and the cones are so huge.
Right. Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like,
Is it more?
wow, there's a big difference.
Is it more humid here or more humid back home?
I would say about the same. I know we do get very humid times,
Uh-huh.
80 sometimes in the 90%
Right.
humidity
Yeah.
back home, just
Those
like
kind
here. So,
those kinds of days where you walk out the door at 4 a.m. It's already 88 degrees. You're like,
right, right, right. And back home, that usually happens when the humidity goes up real high.
hmm
It usually happens just right before a typhoon.
right here too. It's when it starts getting like that, you can pretty much here in Virginia that there's going to be
Uh-huh.
a hurricane or something off the ocean is going to get all stirred up. So
Mm. Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Con 50, good to see you. Craig's Outdoors. Frontier Fishing with Ryan says, watch Melissa K. Norris if you're looking for great homesteading videos. She posts great tips.
All
All
right. All right. Well, thanks for that.
right. Uh-huh.
Thanks for the tip, Ryan. I sure will check it out.
Oh, absolutely.
Craig, hello. Hot mess. Con 50?
Yeah, AA
Okay.
Con 50. Yeah.
AA
M-
Con 50. Yeah,
MK Ultra Hiking says, truth, when I moved down south and saw softball sized pine cones, I felt like I was in Jurassic Park. Yeah. just like the bumblebees and the ants down there too. Yeah,
Oh yeah, speaking of the ants, even the ants here were what do y'all call here the fire
yeah,
ants?
fire ants, man. Them things will
Uh,
tear you up.
right. And back home, we have them huge. They're as big as the fire ants, but they don't bite back
They
home.
don't bite. Yeah,
So you come here and they, and here I am looking. Oh, wow, you see those big ants. Well, I didn't know the English word for it. Just
yeah,
our language.
right,
And I never knew that it bit.
right. I got you. Yeah,
Hmm.
I a few years back, I stepped in a pile of them fire ants. They like tore me up good and proper. So I mean, I have the absolute respect for them. So
Hmm.
yeah.
And the other one, the ones they call velvet ant,
Yes,
those
yes,
real colorful ones. I was shocked to see them. I thought they were so pretty, and my husband was like, "Don't you dare touch that."
yeah, yeah.
Well, down here they call it cow killers.
Right. I heard somebody from Texas say that, yeah, you got to be careful here, man. Everything here is either designed to stick you, bite you, or kind of poke a hole in you.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. John, Squirrels Bag of Fishing, good to see you. All right, all right. Backwoods Boy Small Inches, good to see you. Y'all know how this works. Just type the word camping in there in the comment section, and it'll drop your link and stuff. And I tell you what, it is raining now. I can hear it hitting the window. My goodness, man. So
Wow.
yeah,
Mm-mm-mm. Yeah.
but,
Well,
you know,
it's not
Al has his 24-hour live starting Friday morning.
Friday morning.
Yeah,
Yes, yes, that's
Friday
right.
morning.
Uh-huh.
He sure does.
I can pop in and out. I ain't committing to 24 hours.
Yeah,
I
I,
can't do that.
I think he understands that I mean, 24 hours is a long time. So I mean, and I'm doing just like you. I committed 10 stickers and
Hmm.
to his giveaway. That way he can whatever time he wants to do the 10 or one at a time, and then he can just
Right.
let me know where they need to be sent to, and I'll take care of that.
Yeah.
Help.
Same here. Same here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not for nothing, Homestead. Good to see you. All right, who else has come in here? Beverly is
I can't.
here. All right.
I can't really see. I don't have my glasses, but
Yeah, yeah. Rebecca says I'm trying to get things done with that, and I'm making for that 24-hour giveaway. Yeah, that's
oh, yeah,
that's a
you're busy,
task,
man.
man. Yeah, but
Hmm.
I think you said it's going to start like at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard, or around 10 for him, um,
Hmm.
and then go all the way through Friday night, then stop uh, Saturday morning. So,
Hmm.
that I will. When he first starts it, I'll probably get up there and spend some hours with him, and then I'll have to
Hmm.
stop and go do the normal chores and cook dinner and all that kind of stuff. And then as the evening wears
Yeah.
on, I'll pop up again and
Hmm.
then go to
Yeah.
sleep for a little while, then pop the do the alarm, pop up around 2 a.m. and spend the a little bit of time up there. But,
Right. 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 Yeah.
yeah,
I'm gonna do that too when I can. I do have animals to feed.
sure.
Also.
Yeah, I
Take
know
care
he
of.
understands that. I mean, anybody that does these 24-hour lives realizes that you just can't
Mhm.
throw the whole 24 hours down the road and stuff like that. But
Right.
yeah.
Hmm.
All right, let's see who else is going to come in here. I think we got everybody. But tell you what, it's 13 people up in here, and I figured, I
Let's
said,
see.
we're paying for this stream yard, so we might as well use it. And I can't go
Right.
outside because it's raining. And I always hear from people that, well, you always guys come on at 5 or 4 or whatever like that, and I'm asleep or I'm getting ready to go here. And so I figured, well, all right, 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern Standard. Maybe we'll hit somebody that's still awake.
Somebody.
Somebody, you know. But I've been talking to a number of people out in Taiwan and stuff, and I believe they're kind of genuinely concerned about China. What might happen.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
and I think the,
Yeah.
the, the folks in the
They have.
Philippines are genuinely concerned about all that too, because
Yeah.
yeah, not a
They
whole
do have.
yeah. not a whole lot of miles between them and
Mm-mm.
that problem. So yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Not even where I'm from. There's not a whole lot of miles from them.
right, yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
and
We're just a hop, skip, and a jump away
hop,
from
skip, and
them.
a jump, and it's from here to there is a bit more than a hop, skip, and a jump. It's still it's a long ways out. So
Right. Uh-huh.
yeah, but,
Uh-huh. But
well,
that I guess that's why we have Guam.
right, right, yeah.
We'll
I
be
think
a whole lot closer to them.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
but
And,
the whole chunk of the Third Marine Division is on Guam now.
right. Uh-huh.
Not all
It,
of it, but a
it
good
is.
chunk of it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And
Guam's how do you say it? What is their
what a
motto? I
territory.
guess.
Uh,
Yes, yes, but it's where America's day begins.
right.
That's
There you
their
go.
motto. Where America's day begins,
Right. Yeah.
because they are 16 hours ahead of
Wow.
us here
Yeah.
in the U.S.
That is awesome. Yeah. I've never been out that part of the world, but yes, I've always been east of the Mississippi, and I've been into Canada and Iceland and out in uh, the Atlantic, Bermuda,
Hmm.
places like that. But I've never been in that part of the world. So
Hmm.
yeah.
And it's funny because where the island chain is, on the west side of the island chain is the Pacific Ocean,
Right.
and then on the I'm sorry, on the east side is the Pacific Ocean. On the west side is the Philippine Sea.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So we're like smack dab right in the middle. So we go one end, we got the Pacific Ocean, and then the other is the Philippine Sea.
Right. Right.
Mhm.
Yeah. Somebody had given me a what do you call that a super chat the other night, and
Mhm.
the conversion thing said PHP, and I had no idea what that was, and it said
Philippines.
Philippine peso. I said, okay, I understand, you know.
Uh-huh.
And then somebody said, "Oh man, that's 50." I said, "Hang on, man, hang on." I said, "50 Philippine pesos is like 90 U.S. cents." Oh, yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah, because I know when we do things for like into Canada, like a
Hmm.
dollar here is like $1.79 there, so it just gets progressive.
Right, right.
Yeah, and the UK is about the same way, and it's radically pricier. So, Char of Heart, good to
Uh-huh.
see you. All right.
Mhm.
Yep. Don't forget to
And
drop that type that word camping up in the comment section. It'll drop your channel link automatically. We got 14 people in here, so it's very possible that you may have not met some of these awesome channels. So
yeah, I know there's some that I haven't.
yeah,
I
and
know.
that's why I was hoping this would be like this. I would figure that everybody's so used to the 5 p.m. slot that if I came on now, that we're liable to meet some people that we don't normally see. So
Right, right.
yeah,
Yeah, there's well, I'm connected to a few of them, but
right.
I would have to say maybe I don't have three or four of them here.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Just type that word camping up there, and it'll make it where they can come and follow you. And
So, Dave, what you know the three dots right to um, where their chat is?
yes,
Why is it on some that when you click on that it shows go to channel, but in some other live streams it doesn't have that?
it's my understanding that if you are not have not been placed under moderator status for that channel, that you can't use that go to channel option. And that's probably something that I have not done for you. I have probably not put you as a moderator, which I'll go do here after this is over with. That way, when you are up in here in the chat, you'll have full power to, you know, uh,
To go to
go,
their channels?
go right to it. Yeah.
Okay.
Uh, right
Okay.
now, what you'd have to do is you'd have to click the link and totally depart the chat and go check them out,
Mhm.
or just take a picture
Mhm.
of the chat, or and then go over.
Or go back and rewatch.
Right, go back and rewatch. Yeah, but
Uh-huh.
that's what that means. If I have not placed you as a moderator, and
Oh, okay.
the channel is growing so fast that there's probably a ton of people that I have not done that for, and If you keep doing
Yeah, it,
lives, you'll notice that same thing. If you haven't placed them as a moderator, um, you can have Nightbot drop the word, but they'll still have to go to that link, leave the channel, you know,
uh-huh.
hit subscribe, and then come back maybe later on and watch the videos. Just hit the subscribe and then leave again and come back. Yeah. But if you are a moderator and you hit that go to channel, this will continue to run in the background, and you can hear it
Uh-huh.
while you're watching a 3 or 4 minute video on the other channel. So you'll be able to keep on hearing what's going on. So,
Right.
all right, and that's
I
what
will
that
check
means.
that out.
Yeah, I was talking to Gary the other day, and he came up with a really marvelous idea. Questions
What?
like this are things like a lot of people don't quite know how StreamYard
Mm-hmm.
works, how Nightbot works, some of the options. It'd be really cool to get some of these bigger channels together and then have people that are not used to doing it over here in the thing. And it'd be kind of like you're going into a dealership to buy a car. Okay, my problem is, and then somebody on the panel would like, okay, well, I'm gonna go help Shirley real quick, then come back up.
Mm-hmm.
Get it all
Uh-huh.
set up for you. That way, it's working the way you want it to.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like that. That is good. That is good.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
probably after Al's 24-hour thing, we'll probably
Mm-hmm.
see if we can't do that because I had a really bigger channel contact me a few days ago, and
Yeah.
they were watching one of our lives, and they were like, "How are you
With,
doing
with,
that?"
the,
Yeah,
with the one scrolling, right, where you just type a word and they're
yeah.
leading
They were
through.
like,
Yeah,
"That
this.
would be amazing," because they had their channel was like watching them do a certain type of work, and it was
Mm-hmm.
fascinating to watch. But somebody had to go over and sit at the screen and type all the stuff in. And here we are. I'm sitting there saying, "Yeah, just type the word camping and pip, 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 pip," And they were like, "Oh man."
Uh-huh.
And they said, "Is it a trade secret?" I said, "No trade secret." I said, I said, "No,
No.
more than happy to tell you what the ingredients are to this cake." So
How do you set up Nightbot?
how do you set up?
Boxcar Jared.
Yeah,
Uh-huh. What do you call that? I go to nightbot.tv.
just not. I just type Nightbot in my browser, and then it takes me up there, and
Uh-huh.
then I set it up and see what happens is when you set it up correctly and StreamYard activates, the minute StreamYard activates, Nightbot wakes up. Okay.
Right.
And within
Right. That's
about
true.
2 minutes, let's say your chosen word is best. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And you come up there and say, okay, everybody that wants to drop their link automatically, just type the word best in the comment section, and you'll
Mm-hmm.
just watch it ding, 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 ding. And then you can do what is known as timers. Um, let's say you want to do a collaboration and trying to set it up. You can sit there
Right.
and have
Uh-huh.
every 9 or 10 minutes where it'll drop, hey, I'm trying to put
Uh-huh.
together a cooking collaboration. Would anybody be interested? Please contact Shirley.
Right.
You know?
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. On my last live, I had Nightbot drop 5 links every 10 minutes.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, that was set up. But Jerry, where I did mine, I went to nightbot.tv, and then it'll ask you to link your YouTube channel, and then if you just go through the tabs of the left,
Uh huh.
it'll it will ask you, okay, what do you want to do, and if you want them to type in boxcar for them to drop your link, and then you can set it up for it to scroll in the bottom when you go live.
Sure. Yeah. There's a couple of ways of doing it, but I think a lot of channels are not used to doing lives, and they don't
Hmm.
really they when we first started doing this kind of live stuff about a year and a half, 2 years ago, I would do it just on the YouTube side, and I would get up here and talk for hours, and I
Hmm.
had to sit there and watch the chat, and I was always turned like this, that way I could sit there and look at the chat. And then when we found Streamyard, I'm like, okay, and then the more people that came up in Streamyard and onto the panel, the easier it makes for you because somebody else is calling. Hey, good to see
Hmm.
my old lady's cooking show, which it is good to see you, man. And
Hey, my old lady's cooking show.
yeah, Boxcar Jerry, does Nightbot work with only StreamYards? To the best of my knowledge, yes, but I don't know that to be
Mhm.
100% true. We would have to bring the gurus up here
Uh-huh.
to do that, and we are in the planning stages of making a live panel show where we're gonna have some people over here that really understand this stuff backwards and frontwards, and
Right.
then you come up in and ask whatever question it is, and we'll have somebody up in here that can answer your question and even go over onto your channel with you, because StreamYard here, it's live right now. But once I
Uh-huh.
end the broadcast, if I want to sit and talk to people without the whole world seeing it, I just keep right on talking.
Hmm.
Okay, it's just almost like a free phone call, because you're already
Right.
paying for it. Yeah.
That's well. That's I did that as a matter of fact, where I set up a live stream through StreamYard, and it was just my sister in in Hawaii and my daughter in California. So it was just family. I
Yeah.
sent them the link, and we just talked
Yeah,
with
absolutely.
just
Yeah. It's really cool like that. And another way you can use that tool is, let's say I'm the guru that it can answer all these questions. I can tell you to go open up StreamYard and don't go live, but just create the broadcast and send me the link, and then I can come up with you, and then we can open
right,
up the Nightbot screen and manipulate all the commands that you want to
right,
work with. Yeah, and
right.
it's easier than me sitting on the phone. Okay, now do you see the little button? No, no, no.
Not that one. The other one to the left. The one
Yeah,
on the left. No, your other left.
yeah, because you're going to be looking at the same screen I am. You know,
Right.
uh,
Uh huh. And Jerry, do you have StreamYard? If you don't, I've also heard of another one. I just set up an account with them, but I never played with it. Botissimo.
right.
Have you heard of that one, Dave?
I think I
Botissimo.
have, and I'm certain there are other platforms that Nightbot works with, but
Right.
I don't know it to be a fact, nor do I know how to set that up. I know I can do the
Hmm.
StreamYard / Nightbot way,
Hmm.
because that's the way we've been doing it since the beginning of time. But there,
I haven't really played with Botissimo, but if you go to Tuber Chat, that's his
yeah,
channel name, Tuber Chat.
yep,
He has a Nightbot, he has Botissimo, and he has another one. I forgot the name of it, but he's got
yeah,
three of them working for him,
yeah,
talking
yep.
links, and all that. So
We had Tuber Chat and Scratch and Pete come up in one of our lives the other night. Yeah,
mm,
both of them were up in there, so it was kind of cool having them there, because I do spend a good bit of time over on Tuber Chat. When he goes active, I try to hit up there, and same with
uh-huh,
Scratch and Pete, which is one of his moderators.
right,
Yeah,
uh-huh,
and,
uh-huh.
but you can learn a lot from those guys. You
Oh
sure
yes,
can. But they're so busy and their channels are so big that
hmm,
well, like I said, what we're trying to set up is actually have somebody that if you pose a question, pair you up with somebody that can actually go with you for a little while,
hmm,
and set it all up, and then whenever you have a mind to go live, see
hmm.
whether it all works out. Because one of the biggest problems I've noticed, and when people go live for the very first time, they're trying to iron out, where is that echo coming from? You know,
Right. Yeah, and
yeah,
they don't know that they have to mute it on the YouTube
yeah,
side.
and you'll be like, hello,
Right.
hello, 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 and just like, and then after you've done it like 3 or 4 times, you can't solve it because you don't have anybody over that understands how to fix it. You just give up,
Hmm.
man, oh, man, I can't do this, so.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
But
I
Jerry,
have a
that channel linking option too, man. It makes life so much easier. Um,
yes.
yeah, and you don't have to sit there and look at the chat every second. I mean, just for the sake of greeting your guest is one thing, but if you have 8 or 9 people up here and you're being centered on what's going on in the panel, and that chat column can pretty much take care of itself, and
Hmm.
then you have the scrolling down at the bottom, where you're telling people whatever secret word it is for this channel. It's camping. It'll drop your link. It lets
Hmm.
you guys interact with each other. You know, we don't really
I
have
have a
Go ahead.
I have a friend of I have a friend. He's from Ireland. He's a subscriber, and I've gone to his lives a few times. And he's actually a gamer. So he's gaming. He's not paying attention to chat, but he's got something set up that when there's chat going on, what do you call that? It will read it out to him while he's playing. So he's
Ah,
playing the game, and whenever a question comes into him, he'll just answer the question while he was
right.
just
And see, and here's
playing.
you've probably seen this where I can do something like this where you know, and
Right. Uh-huh.
instead of calling it out and let you know the whole panel, everybody can see that outdoors is Larry and Rob
Right.
saying hello, Dave and Shirley. So
Hi, Larry and Robin.
guess who's here? All right, Tuber Chat's here. Tuber Chat. All right, we were just talking about you.
Hey, Tuber Chat. We were just talking about you.
Yeah, Tuber Chat. We were talking about so many people are going live now that there's so many people that have so many questions on how to tie in. What do you call it? StreamYard and Nightbot and some of these other
And
platforms,
Bottissimo. Um,
Baptissimo and
Tuber Chat. I know you have another one that you have working for you besides Nightbot and Bottissimo. I can't
right,
remember the name of that other one.
right. But I think for even like Tuber Chat for channels that have that size, it would be really cool to have a live panel put together where they can actually walk people through the setting up of the process of all these things and stuff. Because it, it it sure makes life easier. I know that. Thank you, Tuber Chat. Shared it out on Reddit, which is awesome. All right, Creekside Angler, good to see you. All right,
There you go. That's the name. Stream Elements. I couldn't remember that to save
yeah,
my
there you
life.
go.
Yeah. So J- Jerry, check out Tuber Chat's channel. I guess you can. Well, what do you call that? I know he has links to
There you go.
where you can click on and it'll bring you to Stream Elements or Streamlabs Tissimo.
Hmm. But
And
it definitely is a really big. I think it would be a massive video or a live, be able to set something up where you could walk people through this kind of stuff. So I've been open to make video tutorials at some point. I've been working on that too for about two years now. I tell you what, if you did Tuber Chat, they would take off like a rocket, man, because they're
yes,
yeah, yeah.
some
So
how-to video.
how-to videos because like I was telling Shirley a little while ago, I had a channel that's far larger than mine contact me about how I was doing what I was doing. So for those channels that are like really of some size and have that name recognition, it'd be really cool to be able to set up something like that. I Love Fishing by the Royams. They're from the Philippines, right?
Yes, Williams. They're actually my personal friends. They're my friends from
Oh,
the
cool.
Philippines. Uh-huh.
Awesome, man.
Roy Ems is the guy,
Uh huh.
is the male, and the wife is Amelu.
Ah,
So
okay.
so they have I Love Fishing by Roy Ems, and they also have another channel called Roy Ems channel.
Right. I watched and subscribed to one of the. I think it was the I Love Fishing by the Royams because they had sent the subscribed to my channel, so I went over and visited with them, and that's what I did all a good chunk of yesterday because it started to rain. I probably watched I don't know 150 videos of other channels trying to catch up with everything and stuff,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
'cause I figured if folks care enough to come over here and spend all this time on mine, I can at least make that effort to get over and watch some of their videos and stuff. But
Right, right, right. Good
yeah.
morning, DJ.
Hey, what's up, man? Good to see you. All right.
Wow, DJ, you're up early.
Yeah, I love fish. I see David's live, so I just supposed to drop by. Oh, you're absolutely welcome to be here. Absolutely, man. It's at 14 people in the room, 12 people, 13, all that kind of stuff. We must be doing pretty good. So, uh,
Yeah. So
yeah,
the Roy sent me an email later after that live giveaway that I had,
yeah,
and told me that they connected to the ones that were on my live stream
yeah.
that they weren't connected to. So,
Yeah, they did. Well, at least they
mhm.
did for me. Actually, they sure did. Boys,
And I know
man.
I've seen them on your live a few times already. So
Yeah,
they're,
yeah,
they're supporting you.
yeah. I
Thank you,
appreciate
Williams.
it. Yeah, but we have our normal live will be 5 p.m. Wednesday Eastern Standard Time. And for those that are wanting to be part of Al Chafe's My Back Steps 24-hour live, that will begin at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time this Friday.
Uh
And
huh.
Al will also have his. I think he's going to do his normal live on Wednesday at 3. So
30 Eastern. Okay.
yeah.
Good. Okay,
So
so that would be like 6:30 my time, right?
yeah. Do you have a live this week, Shirley? Or
Well, I was thinking, I was actually thinking sometime today, but I'm not too sure because last minute my husband has to go back to work at two
oh,
o'clock this afternoon, so
okay, okay.
might have to skip that.
Yeah, I can understand that. It's just that's one thing about lives. You're trying to work it around your life schedule, so to speak. You know, Divin, good to see you, man. Awesome. All right. So,
Okay, they just sent me an email.
who did?
No, Roy M's.
Oh, okay.
They, no, they were telling me that they just sent me an email.
Okay, okay. Excellent. Well, golly's keeping it real. Good to see you, man. Thank you for dropping by. Awesome. Type that word camping in there, my friend, and it will drop your link. And if there's channels in here that you have not met, that they will connect with you, and makes it so much easier. All
No.
right, Devin, I got way more important stuff to do. Absolutely, we do too. But we'll spend a few minutes together and talk things out and stuff like that. See if we can't help each other do some solve some of these greater technical issues. So yeah, so I am so ready for this rain to stop. But
Same here.
yeah,
Same here.
but I bet you, like it does every year, by the time you get to the end of May, you won't be able to buy a raindrop. So you'll be quite happy that you got what you got.
Hmm.
DJ says, Shirley, did you get my email?
DJ,
Yep, DJ.
uh, did you send it to my personal email, DJ? I believe you did because that's where we were last conversing. I will check that. I have not checked it yet, but I will check it.
Oh, DJ, I got your little newsletter thing. That was awesome, man. Earlier today. Yeah, I'm itching for spring, also, man. It's coming. It's coming. You know how it works out here in the eastern part of the U.S. Probably the whole U.S. is that when it gets up in its mind to come, it's going to come. And it's going to get so hot, and everybody like, oh my goodness, Then we'll be chomping at the bit for fall to come. But this has been a crazy winter. I ain't never seen nothing like this before. I mean, I've seen
Yeah.
days be 81 degrees Fahrenheit, and then 24 hours later, it'd be down past freezing. So, yeah, not that big of a deal until you start getting to that point where you have things blooming out and stuff like that. But right, anybody else wants to come on up, hit that link, and we're not going to spend like I said, we're not going to spend a whole bunch of time up here today. We'll just
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I got that newsletter too, Rebecca. It was pretty neat. It sure was. All right.
Okay, I will have
It,
to
it
improve
has been a
my.
crazy winter for sure, man. Absolutely. But or you know it, it'll be getting hot and mosquitoes will be out and we'll all be chomping at the bit to for fall to come back and everything like that. I'm sorry, Rebecca. I never have opened up that weather option yet, but just I can tell you pretty much the entire eastern part of the country ain't nothing but wet. Yeah, nothing but wet.
Ooh, nothing but wet.
Nothing but wet. And depending upon how close you are to the water, depends on how cold you are. But
Okay, DJ, I got it. I just opened it.
awesome. Pretty neat how you did that. Yeah, really, really nice.
Yes.
Yeah. see, Creekside Angler. Hey, John, this is my new fishing channel. Ah, okay, okay. So Creekside Angler is Boxcar Jerry. Okay, fishing channel. Gotcha. Okay, awesome, awesome. So, anybody else got any lives or big video drops that are coming up that you want to tell everybody about? Either come up on the panel or type it in the thing. That way, we have some idea of what to look for and stuff. And because I know one thing,
Mm-hmm.
when you get up there about you start getting 1,000, 2,000 subscribers, trying to keep track of where everybody is and what's going on can get a little daunting. All right, let's see. Boxcar Jerry says, "I'm
Oh,
going
it's you're
to."
gonna like it, Jerry. You're gonna like it.
Yeah, I think you will too. Once you get all the little kinks ironed out, and
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that, yeah, you really will. All right, but like I said, we are myself and Belt Loop, a couple other people. We're trying to get a little something put together where
Mm-hmm.
after Al does his 24-hour live, where we could actually have a panel of people up here that understand all this stuff, and then have people come up if you don't understand how Nightbot works or how to even get it to do the most basic of things.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And see if we can't.
Yeah, that would be good. That would be good.
Yeah, yeah.
I will join that. And
As that Tuber Chat said, he'd been toying with the idea of tutorials. My friend,
mm-hmm.
that would take off like a rocket. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
and Jerry's gonna play around with it. That's cool. That's
yeah,
cool.
yeah. I think Jerry, like I said, once you get it where it's working in the most basic form, to me, if you can get it to simply just if you create that magic word, and let's say the magic word is boxcar, and somebody types in the word boxcar and it drops their channel link automatically, well, it
Mm-hmm.
saves you a ton of time and it saves them a ton of time, and it makes it radically easier um,
Mm-hmm.
to interact. And as Shirley pointed out, that if you've made somebody a moderator and then they have that go-to channel option in the little dot dots, that makes it so much easier too. CC
Oh
Fong,
yeah.
Ashley, how you
Hey,
doing?
good morning. How are you doing, Ashley?
All right, good to see you. But, yeah, and as we have talked to with other channels, I mean, this isn't a competition. This is people helping people. This is what this is. You know?
Right.
Yeah. So, yeah,
And
boy.
I love our community because we all help each other out, and
Yeah.
yeah,
And it has
it's a
ceased to be.
YouTube family.
It has ceased to be a camping community or a hiking community. It's just,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's everything: homesteading, camping, hiking, fishing, uh, history channels, cooking channels. You name
Right.
it. Yeah. So um, it's really cool. And then we got all sorts of collaborations between various different groups. It's some
Mm-hmm.
channels are like cooking competitions, some of it's camping competitions, and I don't really like to use the word competition. It's more of a you know look at what I've done. That
Uh
way,
huh.
yeah. And for
And
me, I always
try
like.
it out. It may work for you, right?
Right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always seeing something that somebody else did, and it kind of leaves me like scratching my head. Why didn't I ever do it like that? You know what I mean? Just
Mm-hmm.
yeah. It is.
DJ said he's going to do that once a month. Well, cool,
Yeah.
DJ.
Who is? Oh, going to do that once a month.
DJ.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, DJ said he's going to do that once a month.
Well, that's awesome. Absolutely,
That,
man.
yeah, that would be a great idea.
Hmm. Yeah. And then there's I know when everybody's crops start growing, everybody's showing their
Mm-hmm.
biggest tomato grown, the biggest watermelon grown, and all that kind of stuff. So not for nothing, Homestead Ginger said, I have been listening while finding all my frost shield cloth. You too, Ginger? Yeah, we've been talking about that too. Frost cloths, uh, trash bags, lighting little fires. We're ready. We're getting there.
No, Rebecca, I missed the live yesterday that you did. I'm so sorry. I will watch the replay. Um, that was with Jonesy, right?
I missed that one too. I didn't even know it had happened.
Uh
Gosh.
huh. Rebecca and Radio Jones.
Oh, okay. A lot of
Right.
times, I could check all these options and it'll say, please notify me when a video or a live goes active, but I don't get it for a day or more later.
Yeah, me neither. Yeah, we
Yeah,
get it after the fact. I'm like,
after the
okay.
fact. Yep,
Uh-huh.
yep. Stella Fishing says, I was still there till 11 p.m. here. Sorry, I need to try to sleep because I need to wake up early tomorrow. Sounds good.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, bud, take care. Be safe. Yeah, Ginger, I know. Yep. For days now, they've been telling me it's gonna Tuesday night, Wednesday night, it could go well below freezing. So I've got about it's just as ready as I can get it. And now it's just a point of going outside once the sun goes down and put your warm clothes on and spend the night with your peach tree. So,
Uh,
yeah, but
yeah, I think I know what I'm going to be doing. Spending the
yeah,
night with my trees too.
yep, yep. Yeah, your territory is so much more spread out than mine. Mine's like all right here together. Just walk out the
Uh-huh.
door and it just spreads right out in front of me. I
Yeah,
figured,
so if there's going to be any damage that with the frost, then I won't be able to save all the trees unless, like I said, I set the whole
the whole
thing on
place on fire.
fire.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Radio Jonesy. Okay, I will check it out. I will check it out, Rebecca. I'm so sorry I missed it.
Yeah, I missed that too. I didn't even know it occurred, man. So, but yeah, Ginger. Yeah, it's gonna be. I know tonight, not tonight, but tomorrow night and Wednesday night here are supposed
Okay.
to be the ones where you have to watch out. The temperatures are going to be right at 32, 31, and if the wind is blowing, it might not be so bad for the trees. It might be tough on you, but
Mhm.
if it's a really dead still cold, that's when that hard freeze can get going. Creekside Angler wants to know, Shirley, if you are expecting frost.
Um, that's what they're saying. That's what they're saying.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I I do need to look at if there's any updates because the weather changes.
Yes. Yeah.
So I need to see if there's any updates.
I got mine set to frost alarm too. So if anything, see the thing here is they're calling for frost alerts tonight, but it's on the mainland part of Virginia. All right, and it's a crapshoot whether will that cold cross the water. I don't know. So who knows? We'll just do our best. But they say here the temperature is supposed to be only like
I
36,
can tarp.
38 tonight. Becca says, CC Farms, if you can tarp, then that'll be pretty cold tolerant. Maybe, yeah, tarp is one thing, one option, or you can put bags over individual clusters of limbs. I've done that before. Um, yeah, so we shall see. Yeah. Sound like I'm not the only one in this pickle. Yeah, yeah. Um, but
Okay, 26. Wow. In the 30s. Wow, Ginger.
gosh, you'll be colder than us, Ginger, and we're
Mm.
about what 500 miles north of you. It's supposed to be like maybe 30, 31 uh, tomorrow night, and somewhere between 30 and 33 on Wednesday night. So we shall see. And I think that's one argument for bringing your trees down to a lower height. Where it's easier to cover them. Because you
Yeah.
imagine if you got a 10-foot tree, just how much. I mean, because they say that you need to be able to seal that bag or that cover. Because if it's open, you're just going to let the cold air up in it. So I don't know. We shall see. All right, man. Let's see
I'm
here.
learning. I'm learning different things.
Well, I think, like I said, last year I was still at work, and I could only I couldn't spend all night outside to protect the trees, and I can see now where if I had done just some basic things, covered them over with bags. I've even seen or heard where people have put like Christmas lights up in there, um, drop lights, and then put a bag over top of it or a cover, and then that the Christmas lights or whatever like that will keep it just slightly above the freezing mark. There's tons of videos of channels demonstrating what worked for them.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
And but in their region, Ginger has a question.
All right. What does Ginger
It's,
say?
yeah, yeah, you might need to bigify it. I can't really see it.
Let's see here. I have some hay. What do you think will cover them with the hay with the frost cover? Just trying to keep up all kinds of things with whatever we have. Well, Ginger, this is what I was always told, and I don't know if this be true, but they say if you have a lot of grass and a lot of weeds and stuff underneath where your trees are, you need to get rid of that and bring it down to the base soil. That way, the day before you get that freezing temperature at night, the sun can get down and warm the soil up. I've never seen scientific proof that that is a thing, but it's something that I've heard from the old timers. Get rid of the grass, get rid of the weeds, make sure that the area right around your tree is just plain soil. Um, as far as like strawberries and stuff go, because we've got strawberries that are starting to bloom up. I don't know whether the frost will get them or not, because strawberries are usually pretty hardy. But,
Yep, I've got mine growing in the greenhouse in the agassiz totes.
right, right,
Because I actually had them outside, in buckets.
right,
But
right.
but the chickens that I have free roaming,
Hmm.
they tore it all up. They tore it all up.
Yeah, my big problem is squirrels. Oh my goodness, But
Really?
yeah,
The squirrels eat your fruits?
there's squirrels that eat everything, man. I had that trail cam set out there on the bird feeder. Man, that
Uh
squirrel
huh.
falls through all the trees, tomato vines, and everything else, And but
Mhm.
since I retired 4 months ago, now I spend so much time outside now. The squirrel, I'll be out in the workshop, and the squirrel will sit up there on the ramp 10 feet from me and just stand up, just hello, you know.
I've seen that. I've seen that.
Uh, I'm like, dude, don't you
Jumping.
have something to do?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
so how many times do you actually refill the bird bath there?
Oh, but every other day. Um,
Oh, okay. Every other day.
every other
Okay.
day I fill it up. But if I go out there any given morning, it's full of bird poop and debris. Um,
Uh huh.
I just totally wipe it out because
Right.
a bird is a pretty smart creature. If it sees slimy water, it's not going to go up in there. You know.
Right. Right.
Then I put a little brick right in the center of it because they say for the smaller birds that that much water would be like jumping into the ocean. I put a brick right in the center of it. That way, the small bird can land right in the center and just you know peck at the water. So
Right. Okay.
yeah,
Good night, Brian.
yeah. Be safe. Take care.
Sounds like recipe for squirrel stew.
Girl too. Yeah. But
That's
the
what Becca
thing
said.
what I've been doing is like if we use lettuce on a salad or something, is we peel off the little outer edges where it's brown or something. I just
Uh
got
huh.
to
Uh
throw
huh.
it out there and let them have it, or uh, throw some corn out there or something like that. I figure if I
Right.
make them hang out in another part of the property, you know,
Uh huh.
maybe
Or
they'll be less likely to menace the things that I want to eat. It's just
right. Or make them full of something you didn't want.
right. Like,
That
oh
way
man,
they leave your food alone.
he got that nasty food. I'm not going up there no more. Yeah.
See you tomorrow.
Yep. Take care. All right. All right. Well, here in a little bit, I'm going to drop down and go do some husbandly home. What do you call it? Prepare to
The
cook.
honeydew list.
Yeah, honeydew list. There you go.
Right. You're gonna complete that.
Yeah,
Yeah. What
which
else?
I don't mind. That's okay. All right, so
Uh,
everybody, go ahead and type that word camping up in that comment section. That way, if there's any possibility that you have not met all these wonderful channels, uh, it'll be easier
I
for me.
got my list written.
Oh, okay, cool. Yep. I used to sit there instead of writing it, just take pictures of it, or just let the watch the chat again or something like that. But r-
Uh-huh.
remind me that I will go into my setting things and make you a moderator. That way you'll get that go to channel option. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
it'll make
Okay.
life easier for you.
Oh, yes, it will. Thank you,
Yeah.
Dave.
All right,
It
guys.
was
Thank
good
you.
talking to you, Dave.
Yeah, y'all take care. Be safe, man. All right.
All right. Bye, everybody.
We'll let Ashley's channel drop so she just typed we're camping up in there. And anybody else that wants to do it,
All right. Bye, Jerry.
bye bye.